Hello from the Mount Yonah Trail in Georgia. Checking out a new area today. We're spending the weekend camping with friends, so we're exploring some new places. We're staying at Black Rock Mountain State Park. It's a pretty small campground. It's just a little strip of campsites along the ridgeline, so it's pretty cool. This was a little drive from there. So this is a very popular trail to hike up. People love it. You're going up all the way and then you come down. So complete uphill for right now. And we're not going all the way to the top though today. We're going to turn off and find the lowers climbing area, hopefully, to do a little climbing. So that's our plan. Hoping the rain holds off. We got a little bit this morning, so hoping it can stay dry while we're out, and then we'll get back under cover. The parking lot here was definitely full, and there's definitely people on the trail. So even though there's a lot of gain in elevation, it doesn't seem to stop people from wanting to come and visit. So that's pretty cool. So it's nice that this is such a well-defined trail. It's very pretty. Some water trickling under us. While the trail hasn't leveled out, it's quite steep still. It has smoothed out. There's fewer rocks. I had a couple stumbles through some of the sections where there were a lot, but they're very clearly there. You just have to pay attention to where you're walking. But this is definitely smoother. Occasional rocks and roots now. Looks like they cut this tree for us that had fallen, so we don't have to go over that one. That's good. Some mountain flowers out. The rhododendron and mountain laurel is definitely in bloom right now. I don't see any right here right now, but our campground is filled with it, so it's really pretty. A lot of it has very bright flowers on it, so fun to see. So I love a lot of things about the family that we're camping with this weekend, but one of those is their excitement about life and their willingness to try anything. So they are still very new to camping, and they were very excited about coming this weekend, as were we. And so it's really nice to spend time with people that are also very focused on making the most of their life, which they are. So trying to wake up each morning and reminding ourselves of the good, and even though we have the negative, this morning we were talking about all the aches and pains, especially as we're getting older. We're recognizing more of those. We're with medical conditions, but we were focusing on the idea that while we have them, we can be grateful though, that it's reminders that either we are here to enjoy another day and make the most of it. Because all it is right now is some aches and pains. We can make it through that. But we don't want to miss out. This morning the sun was shining so bright and the birds were singing quite beautifully and loudly. So it's a wonderful way to wake up, and made it a little easier to remind ourselves that we get to embrace another day. So, and it's definitely a hard thing to maintain a positive perspective when things are difficult. But embracing it all and making the most of the opportunities we have, seeing the challenges as opportunities instead of difficulties, it's going to grow us. And we're going to make the most of each of our days that way. So one of the best things, in my opinion, about spending time with friends is that, yeah, you're friends because of some sort of commonalities of some sort. But often there's a lot of differences. And I find it really fun to share those differences with others and learn about theirs. So with making food this weekend, making, food that we often make when we're camping, that we brought, and they brought food from that's traditional for them. And to be able to, it's a simple thing, it's food, but you get to chat about it, learn more about each other, and often ends up sparking memories that are fun to share. So camping is something that we have been into, and then they share things that they are into. So it's really awesome. Makes for a rich friendship. Got some stairs coming up. As we're going up, definitely feel a little bit cooler, the temperature. If you go all the way to the top, it's I think close to 2,000 foot elevation gain. Might be a little less than that, but I think it's right around there. So I am impressed that there are so many people that come out here and do it. It's not a crazy long trail, so I guess that's what makes it more accessible to people. But it's fun to see all the groups of people out here hiking together. Alright, so we are approaching the crag here. Almost to it. A little more peaceful out here. So we found our crag. We've been climbing. So this is the lowers. So as we've been up here, we've had plenty of people come up, not where they wanted to be. They were trying to stay on the main trail. We found there's some campers up here too. So the trail splits. So to the left stays to go up to the summit, and to the right takes you over here. So it's raining now. We're enjoying a little bit more, and then we're going to head out, try to get dry. We are on our way down now. Make our way back to the parking lot. The rain subsided, so that's good. We had a couple wet climbs at the end, and hopefully the rain will now hold off while we get down. But it's definitely quieter here now. There's definitely fewer people out. It's their morning daytime activity. It's now quite in the evening. We're going to be nearing dark as we get down. But it's very lush, beautiful woods here. You can get little glimpses of how high up we are through the trees. I'm sure the view up top is quite pretty. Maybe another time we'll do that one. So we are headed back to our campsite to spend a little more time hanging out before it gets too late. It's fun sharing something we love with friends, and we're going to enjoy dinner that they like, so that's fun to share with each other. And it was so fun that they just took on the challenge of trying something new today and embraced the challenge of climbing, and they did a great job. It's awesome. So I will see you next time on the trail with Heart.